Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday, which means happy Miami finale and also the Real Housewives of Orange County Day. Love, 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 love. Super excited about both of these episodes, and I'm just like ready to see one, how Miami ends, because it's always good to see a finale. And you hope the finale, like, there's a lot of pressure on the cast to make the finale like this big explosive thing in order to secure the next season. That's a part of the job. But then, like, for Orange County, I just want to know how this information that Gretchen Rossi put out there and Slade, how that information is going to get back to Tamra. So yeah, I have a few things that I want to check in on. But since we're talking about that, Slade is now clapping back, and smash the like button, show some love. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and let's go. All right, guys. So going back into the whole Slade Smiley of it all, this one was a little bit interesting to me because I see where he is clapping back, and I'm sure that, like, I knew that this was going to happen. Here's the thing. This is why I say it's Housewives. This is why Jason has also said, I don't think that the men should get involved or the boyfriends or whatever, because you're never going to win. Like, most of the time, the Housewives don't win, let alone like if you enter a man into the mix. So I'm just going to lean in with that. But Slade Smiley claims that nothing was leaked. He replied to an influencer's post calling the recording a leak, calling it a false header by this guy as clickbait. And he said that the recording has existed online for 8 years and claims that it was provided to Reality T by the person who holds the rights to the song, the studio owner. It was actually on a recent episode of OC where Slade had hinted that he once heard a recording purportedly of Tamra being intimate with a rock star while at a music studio when they were supposed to be working on music, right? But however, the recording that surfaced showed Tamra in a song session with an unidentified man. I believe this was like the boy band member, which appears to counter like this whole intimate like narrative that people are running with. Now, the influencer that he's shouting at is or talking about is Giorgio Says. That's the one who questioned the existence and the activity of Slade's production company, Grayson Entertainment. And in response, Slade shared a comment, which defends Grayson Entertainment, that it was founded in 2009 for production and creative projects, though not currently active, and remains part of their history. But Slade accuses the influencer of acting as a Tamra minion for attacking him and using clickbait tactics. And the article also noted that Tamra and Slade have long, had issues, right? I mean, we know this is such tit for tat at this point. Again, there's so many things wrong with this. One, Housewives should deal with Housewives. I don't like when the men get involved. Even as like a gay dude, I'm like, I don't like when the men get involved with women, just because it makes it uncomfortable. But also, something feels off about it. It seems like in this situation that there's like a real true like hard on for Tamra, like to take Tamra down. And he can say, well, people are Tamra minions and blah, 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 whatever you want to say. But like, this is now the second false statement that has come out. The hospital one, which we backed that shit up, flipped it and reversed it. And then now this, where when the audio came out, there were no signs of any sort of affair. Like, that didn't read through on the audio unless you're seeing something that we didn't. But this was the clip. Hold on. Let me just share it. Oh, yeah. Thank you to Giorgio Says.
Uh-oh, looks like Gretchen and Slade sent their people after me. And after yesterday's deep dive on Grayson Entertainment LLC, or the lack thereof, Gretchen and Slade seemingly have their friend Nathan coming after me in the comments section and DMs about everything I've been talking about. Let's start with Slade. Although he did see the video about Grayson Entertainment LLC, because Gretchen does follow me, he didn't respond to that. He wanted to respond to a post I made where I created a remastered version of the No Hate song Tamra did in the studio in 2015. You know, the one that Slade says he heard some alternate audio where Jeff Timmons and Tamra allegedly were hooking up, which was debunked in 2017. Yeah. At any rate, this guy, Nathan, who seems to be very close to Slade and Gretchen, has been reaching out specifically about this Grayson Entertainment. He is super flustered and pissed off. And from the looks of it, he was going back and forth in the comments section, but I guess he needed to take a minute and go talk to Slade and then come back to me. And he did. Nathan came back. He said, here's my follow-up. For all you special people responding, do any of you know how media companies and business work? Here's a little wake-up call for you. The company was originally created back in 2009 for production and creative projects. While it isn't currently active, it is still very much a part of their history, and they're proud of the projects and collaborations they were involved with. So take your Tamrat spin and eat the facts. Well, Nathan, let's start with 2009. Where did you get 2009 from? Because it looks like on his official website, it says since 2007. And on the California Secretary of State website, when you look up the business, it tells you the date of the filing was in October of 2007. Nothing you provided in that comment was facts. You haven't provided me anything that shows or disproves what I could not find. Where are these collaborations? Name one. Show me where I can see it. Show me where it says Grayson Entertainment in the credits outside of that podcast on Amazon. Well, I know a project that Grayson Entertainment LLC could produce. I think this is a fitting project for Grayson Entertainment LLC.
Oh my
what
God.
do you guys think? Would you watch Waiting for Child Support? Uh-oh, looks like Gretchen and Slade sent their people after.
Okay. So, God. It said, here's my follow-up for all you special people responding. Do any of you know how media companies and business work? Here's a little wake-up call for you. The company was originally created back in 2009 for production and creative projects. While it is not currently active, it's still very much part of their history, and they're proud of the projects and collaborations that they were involved with. So take your Tamrat spin and eat the facts, like he said. Now, Slade Smiley also responded and said, and nothing was leaked. Another false header by this guy is clickbait. He's just another Tamrat minion. Talk about thirsty. This has been online for 8 years, provided to reality TV by the person who holds the rights to the song, the studio owner. Okay. Honestly, guys, I just want to hear your opinions. I feel like at this point, it is tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. And I'm just hoping, like, bring Slade to the reunion with Tamra. Let them have this, like, fallout. Because at this point, I think that Andy Cohen would be the best person to mediate it. I don't know. I feel like this is just exhausting to the fans. And I get it. He hates her. He doesn't like Tamra. Tamra doesn't like Slade. Which means there's no way to ever move forward with Gretchen. I think that all of these things go hand in hand. Right? I mean, he is the father of her child. So pop off in the comment section, guys. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Tomorrow we have hot, messy topics. And then right after that, we have our members only. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.